Hey y'all, so listen, I wasn't done with my video about James 1, but I had to pause it because your ear was getting long. So I know we were looking at James chapter 1, verses 2 through 8. So I'm going to pick back up in verse 5 because we already talked about 2 through 4. If any of you lacks wisdom, verse 5, New King James, James chapter 1, starting at verse 5. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting, for he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, driven and tossed by the wind. For let not that man suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. Listen, those sort of verses have always made me think, oh wow, because I know that I often ask the Lord for wisdom, especially with my job, because I have to make a lot of decisions and do a lot of planning that will impact other people. And so I want to make sure that I'm making wise choices and not just a choice that seems like, oh, this would be good. I need to make a wise choice. And so this scripture also challenges me, or this set of scriptures, set of verses, because the word tells us to ask in faith. James was not playing. He was like, ask in faith, don't doubt, because if you doubt, anybody who doubts, you like a wave tossed and driven. Like, you are double-minded. And he says, let not that man suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is double-minded, unstable in all his ways. I was like, dang, James, you couldn't have said that a little bit differently? Okay. So for me, as I think about just my life in general and asking for wisdom, it challenges me because a lot of times I am doubting. I'm like, Lord, please, I'm begging God instead of asking in faith. So if you be doing like me, come on, y'all, let's get our minds right. Let's ask in faith. Let's trust God because we know that he loves us and he cares for us, and he's gonna always do what needs to be done in our lives. So we just gotta trust him.